Okay. Could I please have a roll call?
Yes, you may. Chapman?
Here.
Shea?
Yes.
Lawrence? Here. Lutzow?
Here. Okay. We have the regular meeting order. Approval of the December 13th, 2017 minutes. Can I get a motion, please?
I make a motion.
And I'll second it.
Okay, great. We have a motion, a second. Can I get any discussion?
Well, looks well done to me.
Thanks, Dan.
Abbreviated, easy to read?
Can I get a vote? Chapman?
Yes.
Shea?
Yes.
Lawrence? Yes. Lutzow?
Yes. Okay. And I'm looking,
You got it?
yes, thank you. All right. Audit of the bills in treasurer's report. Town fund is $148,835.73. Can I get a motion to audit the claims of the town fund?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it in the absence. Yes.
Okay, great. Can I have any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I had a question about, there was a bill for Fifth Third Bank Travel Rewards bill. I'm assuming that's a card of some sort of debit or credit card. Account ending 1984 in the amount of $1,721.93. And I had a question because there was no documentation for a Best Buy purchase on dated December 1st in the amount of $1,721.93. I don't know how I can approve that bill. Normally, all of the credit card bills have the receipts of all the purchases that are itemized with it, but there was no itemization or receipt from this Best Buy $1,721.
I believe I read that as well as you did. Is there an MHK or something on there? On the bill? I'm just going from memory and going through all the bills. Or am I wrong?
It says Best Buy MHT.
Okay, I believe that is a laptop computer. Do you not have the receipt, Brian?
I do have the receipt. I don't know why it wasn't included in the bills, but it needs to wait till next month.
It was a laptop computer. I mean,
Is there any documentation
Is there-
to corroborate that?
yeah. Would we be able to get that sometime before the end of the meeting and take this out and approve it later in the meeting?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have it upstairs, Brian?
Yeah.
Well, then, I'll make a motion that we...
Well, I mean, I don't know how long it would take. Will it take you a while to find it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, we can read.
Okay, all right. Why don't we just keep going with that?
Okay, sure.
conversation?
The other thing that I had in the town fund was a different Fifth Third Bank. It appears to be a different credit card ending in 9286. There was also a charge for $450.87 for the description, The date is 12/18, and the description says Mail Payment Branch, Cincinnati, Ohio. There was also no corroborating receipt for that either.
That one I can't remember from memory. You?
Can I see?
Yeah.
That's the bill from last month that we paid. So that's just showing that we paid it. That's not a charge, it's a negative.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'd be coming off.
All right.
Yeah.
So then the last one from the town fund that I had was a receipt from Pam Gavers. And there was a purchase of, it's a Walgreens purchase in the amount of $112.97, in which there were candies and other treats purchased, but which I can understand. What caught my attention was the purchase of a $100 Vanilla Visa Teal gift card. What's that for?
I have no idea.
That was for the yoga instructor.
So what public purpose does that serve?
She volunteered for the last, like, 3 or 4 months as a yoga instructor here. So we gave that to her as a thank you for volunteering her time here.
Okay, is it typical that we pay our volunteers?
That's not payment, that's a thank you.
Okay. So it was a gift to someone? Okay, thank you. I would move to remove the Walgreens gift certificate for the receipt that includes a $100 gift certificate for a gift for a volunteer.
Okay, we have a motion, and a second.
Because it serves no public use.
Okay. All right, we don't have a motion, so we'll stay in. Can you get that receipt?
I have the receipt right here.
No. For the laptop computer?
Oh,
No. What? What? Are you gonna get an hour?
Well, I thought you guys said you were going to continue the meeting. So which one is it? Am I getting it now
Okay.
or are we waiting?
Okay. What do you guys?
If you've got it now, then we don't have to change all these numbers.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let me go upstairs and look for it.
Can we go
You want
on
to
to the,
pass? Yeah, we'll just pass this until he comes back and then move on to the next.
Okay.
I know I said last for town fund, but there actually is one more that I wanted to discuss, and that is a bill for $1,377 for Coleman's Custom Catering. And I understand that this was a purchase for a catered meal. It says event type holiday party, December 18th, 2017. I was here, I did see that there was a 95, as itemized on the bill, it says 95 buffets at $10.50 and 2 apple slices at $150 for a total of $1,377. And I'm just wondering, is this typical that we purchase a holiday dinner, and who is it for? Is it, what is it?
I can answer that question for you. The holiday dinner is something, not that it's right, but it's been done for 24 years. And the seniors, they go to bingo, I believe, every other Monday. They buy their lunches and play bingo, and we bring in lunches, but they pay for lunches. So I guess for the last 24 years, the bingo before Christmas, they have always had it paid by the township, okay? And so our office went through the whole file, set up the meeting, set up everything. I think even the health department comes out and checks on the meal. And the seniors that are there have a free meal, as well as they invite all the township employees as well that come down. It seems like it's a big hit. I talked to the township attorney. I kind of have very much mixed reservations like you do about it. We kind of felt like we didn't realize, because every month since we've done bingo for the last 2 times every month, they paid for their meals, and then when we got there, we didn't realize that for 24 years this meal was being paid. So it's something that's been done. I think it's something that we have to discuss as a board, though, if it's something that we want to continually do or continue to do, or look for some alternative. Because right now, it's a philosophical question.
So is
some
it-
of the trustees think it's the greatest thing in the world. And,
Sorry to
go ahead.
interrupt.
But I kind of think that we should look at doing more things as activities instead of buying food, for the folks. That's just my opinion. I tend to side more with you, but we were kind of a little blindsided because we didn't know until they showed up and they weren't reaching in their wallets.
So is this, just to clarify, is this like an open to the public
Yes,
meal? So anyone in the township can come and have a free Thanksgiving meal?
yes.
Was this publicized on any website or
No, I
anywhere?
don't believe it was.
So,
It's just
as far
something
as
that's
you
a
know,
must.
it was the senior, because I personally, I'm a board member here, and
Right.
I was not aware of it until,
The day of, yeah,
so,
or a week about before you were.
well, actually, you told me that the seniors were having some kind of dinner, but they were paying for it.
Well, that's
So-
what I thought, because they
Yeah,
pay for every other one.
so maybe
Yeah.
if we can, my only two gripes, I mean, I feel like this is very excessive, $1,377. I happened to stop in that day and I counted no more than maybe 60 at most people who are there, in addition to the donuts that we already pay for and the other supplies that we already pay for, and we're paying for a bingo machine. I mean, I understand providing senior services. I understand how wonderful it is and how the seniors look forward to it and how it's a vital part of it. But I think in the future going forward, we need to reevaluate the cost efficiency of providing a holiday meal
I
if we
agree.
continue to do
I
that.
agree with you. I think it's something that if anyone would send me some input on that, I'd like to do that. We do, I will tell you this, that I think it's something that, I think activities are a much better thing than feeding people. I don't need an extra meal, or, maybe I too, I need dessert, but anyways.
Did you have
it's
any
something-
apple slices?
I did not have any apple slices. But I will tell you this, Pam, who does our general assistance, will tell you that we get quite a few seniors that come in that lost a close person, their spouse, and they're really looking for activities. And these people did have a lot of joy, and it was done right. It's just, I think, we were all kind of taken back that it was something that they didn't pay. So we're gonna have to poll those people and see if they want to pay for it.
Well, I think many members of our township, if they had known about
Yeah.
it, would have loved to come and
Yeah.
join the free holiday dinner, but that didn't happen, so.
Right. It's something that I guess even started prior to that.
Okay, I do see the bill here, and I do see that it is a bill from bestbuy.com. I see that it involves software bundle, Office 365, docking station, HDMI cable, mini display port, and something else involving a magic mouse and a magic keyboard, and a laptop. So, as long as you are, does this serve, I have to ask the obvious question, does this serve a public purpose, and who is the user of this laptop?
Right here, it's right here, you can look at it right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But are you doing public work?
Did you want this back?
Oh, yeah. You can pass it around if everybody else wants to
Would
look
you
at
like
it.
one? Okay,
Okay.
I was willing to take your word.
Thank you, Dan.
thank you. I like to do it a little more by the book, sorry.
Okay, so we have I believe, seeing correctly, we have a motion.
We have a motion.
Good
and a
motion.
second.
Yeah, second.
And so we can just vote on this, right?
Is there any
Yes,
more discussion?
Okay.
Dave, is there any more discussion? Okay. Chapman?
Yes.
Shea?
Yes.
Lawrence?
yes.
Lutzow?
Yes. Okay. All right, this one I think will be easy. General assistance, approval of the audit of the bills of the general assistance fund of $6,415.00. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Seconded.
Any discussion?
There's just, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. We had someone who could never understand how come the general assistance went down when they would think that everybody would be asking for more with the heating and the electric at this time of year. What they didn't realize is we don't pay everybody's total bill. We help them. And what happens is because the gas company, electric company can't shut people off, they don't pay their bill. So they wait until spring. So it seems like a little out of the ordinary, but it's not a lot of people, but there's a number.
Okay. Any other?
There was just one other thing. This again is a Fifth Third Bank travel rewards card with account number ending 9559. There is a charge for Facebook with a code for Menlo Park. It's a small amount, $14.99, but it was the only one that was not included with some documentation along with the credit card bill.
Is this in the GA file?
No, this is the road and bridge.
Well, we already voted for that, but.
Oh, no, we didn't. We voted for town fund,
for
general
town
assistance.
fund.
Oh, okay, we're still on general assistance then.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Anything on general assistance?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Roll call?
Chapman?
Yes.
Shea?
Yes?
Lawrence?
Yes.
Lutzow?
Yes. Okay, I would like to see if I can entertain a motion to audit the road and bridge fund, and this is $766,000, $742.13, and I believe that, just to make it a little bit for the public, I believe that's two big bridge projects that are in there, as well as some substantial engineering.
Yep.
So that's why that number is so high.
Right.
So moved.
Okay,
Seconded.
any discussion?
Well, in the spirit of the evening, I was thinking about questioning the 13 cents.
Well, we might be able to
But
find that in that Facebook bill.
I withdraw that.
Okay. So you have a question?
Yeah, I just, in the,
If I
Andrews?
can answer that. So we're recycling Christmas trees, and one of my office assistants thought it'd be great to boost our Facebook announcement saying that we're recycling the Christmas trees for the public. And that's what happened with Facebook. When I found, truth be told, we didn't have a policy saying no boosting Facebook pages. We will not boost another post, but that's what happened. And so there's a charge for one boost, and we're not boosting another one. But that's what happened with, and they used our township highway department credit card for that.
Okay.
So.
And just in the spirit of consistency and following the letter of the law, because there is no receipt here for that, we need to have the receipts to corroborate everything, especially given the history.
I will look for it. We should then pull
It should
that
be in
off.
an email.
If it is, I don't have access to that because I'm just telling you I don't. So if you want, we can pull that credit card bill for that Facebook and we'll just pay it next month. And the staff ultimately knows that they're not supposed to do that. And it's very well clear that you're not supposed to do Facebook. So that's what happened. I've boosted many on my own personal account and I've never gotten an actual receipt. I get a little notice in my messenger saying that I boosted it, but I've never had a paper receipt sent to my house. So I will ask staff to produce that and we'll pay it next month.
Thank you.
Andrew?
Yes, sir.
I have a problem with not utilizing the tool of boosting to make more contact with more of our residents. I mean, we talk about outreach and making our township relevant to more residents, on a deeper thing. I think, rather than, and I understand, but rather than cutting off a tool, use it and use it, at discretion.
I will tell you that our Facebook analytics are actually quite awesome for such a small township. We have over 560 likes now. When we do our snow updates and weather updates and bridge updates, the views on that are really good. If that's something we want to discuss as a township moving forward and the board is comfortable with boosting Facebook pages or Facebook posts, that's fine. For me personally, I remember distinctly saying I don't want to do that, but that one kind of snuck through. But if it is the board's prerogative that we do that and we get some consensus on that, then I'd be more than happy to consider it. But for me personally, I'm trying to be as frugal as I can, and Facebook is a great tool for putting stuff out. But I'm just saying that's something that I would really want to put down a solid policy if we're going to do that.
If we're looking at cost benefit thing, whether $15, and if we were able to reach another, 800, residents and inform them about, a Christmas
I
party
agree.
or, something.
Yeah, I agree that it's a very useful tool, and I think, I have no problem with you using it again in the future. It's just that it needs to be documented, so
And-
for the future, in case anything is ever audited, you need to have that so that you know that it was served a public purpose.
And
That's
I
it.
will look for that, and I will ask, one way or another, we'll have some documentation of how that happened.
Great.
Because I'm just being truthful with you, I think I'm pretty tech savvy, but I've never gotten a bill in the mail from Facebook. So I have to figure out how to generate that. We'll get it done. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so we don't have a motion.
There was no motion to strike anything on there.
You're right.
Well, he
So I would
actually
like to
asked
pull
to
my
withdraw.
name.
He actually
Asked to withdraw it.
You want to pull it?
Absolutely, because there's no way I can get that. I mean, I could write a $100 saying that's what we spent it on, but...
Well, don't we have to pay it anyway?
Well, it's already paid, it's the credit card, but I think we should try to find the receipt for it.
For your own sake, it's very good.
Well,
I mean, you need to have cover your
If we can't
own.
find that receipt, we'll just do a memo for record saying on this date, this employee spent this $15 to boost a
And what it was
Facebook post
for,
for Christmas tree recycling, and, if the auditors want to come in and go to war over that.
Especially
Are
with the
we-
scrutiny that we're
excuse me, but
under,
are we
I just
going
feel
to
like
have
we need to
to-
follow the letter.
Pass it next month?
Absolutely.
Why are we doing this? All we're doing is making more work.
Because it's the law.
It's not the law.
I'm very comfortable pulling my piece of it.
And you know what, Dan, I agree with you, it seems piddly, but, when it becomes 15, and then it's a $40 one, and then it's a $100 one, so let's just have a consistent board policy.
And we're
that's all.
paying
Especially-
we're paying the bill, just short $14.99.
That bill is on my credit. Okay. Only way we could get credit cards is on my credit, so, anyway. All right,
Well, you can,
the bill's been paid,
yeah.
Yep.
so it's okay. All right, do we have a, do we need a,
What is the new?
so we're gonna need a new motion. Can we get a motion to pay,
But if it's already been paid, then
it's already been paid, right?
Sure, that's what they said.
It's already been paid, right? The credit card
No,
bill
it's
hasn't been paid.
No, the credit card bill is not, we'd have to, the check's already been cut, so we would have to cut a new check for our Visa account, minus the $14.99, and go down that route. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. I know it's a lot more work,
The
but
moment we start cutting corners is the moment that we actually.
Can I just ask a quick question?
yes, sir.
What would be the interest that we have to pay in late fees if we don't pay the bill?
The entire credit card bill, or just minus the
I
$14.99?
don't know how your
So,
credit
we have to-
23% interest, so.
We have a minimum that we have to pay, and all that is accounted for. I would honestly say
Okay.
that the max interest would be 2 cents
Okay,
on that
They
$14.99.
charge interest on the whole bill,
Well, they do, but
even if you're a cent short.
yes. Well, they'll pay on whatever we owe left, so we would pay the 5% interest on $14.99. I can try to go upstairs real quick and look if you want. I am amicable to whatever, but like I said, I don't have a...
We got $200 worth of discussion already.
All right, so, would anyone like to, how do we have to handle this? Do we amend the motion?
you amended.
Can we have someone to amend the motion?
I make the motion to approve the amount as amended,
Minus the $14.89.
as written, as you can see it there.
Well, we didn't amend it,
Right now, there's the amend of the past.
He did.
huh?
No,
I'm
He
not
can't
sure
do
he
it.
has the authority to amend it.
Okay, so right now we have a motion to pass the 766, 742.19.
13 or 19.
13, I'm sorry.
There's some calculators still up there.
Thank you. All right, so we have a motion and a second. Do either one of them want to, or are we asking to get another
we'll
motion?
move into amended if they want to.
Would you like to move to amend it or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, gotta make a motion.
Make a motion to amend.
A second.
Yes. I'll move to strike the $14.99 till next month, till we have the appropriate documentation.
Okay, so the total cost for, total audit for the road and bridge will be $766,727.14. Okay. Any more discussion? Roll call.
Chapman,
Yes.
Shea,
No.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Lutz.
Yes. Okay,
So it's amended now that...
Now the main
Now
motion.
you have to go back to the main motion and vote on it.
okay, so we have
As
to
amended, yeah.
vote on the motion to, the main motion amended,
To approve the amendment.
to approve the amended motion.
No, to approve the road and bridge fund.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay? And that would be, any discussion? I would hope not.
Chapman,
Yes.
Shea,
Yes.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Lutzow.
Yes. Okay, motion for the road and bridge fund, it's passed for $766,727.14. Okay, I'd like to entertain a motion to audit the claims of the equipment and building, and that's a little different than the last one, $230. Yeah, okay,
Second.
any discussion?
Nope.
You got all the receipts for those $230? Okay, great.
Who seconded that motion?
I did.
Okay,
Trustee Lawrence,
thank you.
any discussion? Okay. Roll call?
Chapman,
Yes.
Shea,
Yes.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Lutzow.
Yes. Okay, comments from any public speakers are welcome to address the board for 3 minutes. Obviously, as last week, we just asked that everything you talk about is positive, and we'd love to hear your opinions. So any, Ann?
Again, I'm sorry, I didn't see a sign-up sheet.
We don't need a sign, should we?
Okay. I don't know if I heard you incorrectly. You're saying you're spending $30,000 for a bingo machine?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay, what did I not hear correctly?
It was just that there was a line item in our new budget that we moved over to senior services, but we don't have any bills, we don't have anything for a bingo machine.
Okay, and I would think too, the Christmas dinner is a nice idea and activities, but I think the people are appreciative of having a place to meet, a bathroom, a kitchen, and so forth. And if they want to bring their treats, as they play bingo. But I think for a dinner, an expensive dinner, I really don't think it's necessary. I think it's the fact you're, meeting and visiting with people. So I think it's unnecessary. And the other thing too with the yoga idea, is not that person using free space?
No, actually, I know I don't know, I usually just listen to the answer, but just to answer that really quick, the person has been volunteering, and the reason we're not competing with, one of the things that you don't like is competing with private sector businesses. This is chair yoga, so it's strictly geared to the senior, and so it's a service that's, I think, healthy, and it's not like feeding somebody, and it's a good service. So I know I don't have to respond to your questions, but I just wanted you to know that prior to that, our administration actually had someone leave because they were running their business out of here. So I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
And I didn't want to cut your time off, so.
No, that's okay. And the other thing too, I tried to pull up the site, on the township site about voter information. I had sent an email that as the site had previously posted there as early voting, you'd have notaries, you would have somebody registering voters. Now I can't pull up anything about voter information, so I don't know on the township site, have you pulled that information off, because I think it's incorrect. You won't be having early voting here, it'll be over at the assisted living facility. There are other things, if they are still on the site, I couldn't pull up anything, so.
I don't know the answer.
Okay. Because as far as I know, there's no registration. I know there's no early voting here. So if we would see if somebody correct that, that would be fine.
Thank you.
There's nothing on the site anyways. Okay. All right, any other speaker? Yes, sir.
I would like to talk briefly. I think the buying a Christmas dinners for a bunch of senior citizens at the amount that it was at and about 60 people that you thought were there comes out to about $22 a person for a nice warm meal. I don't think anybody can argue with that.
I can.
No?
Nobody asked me if I wanted to pay that.
Okay, thank you. We have to, thank you for your input. You please make your comment.
As far as the dinner.
Are you finished, sir?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, I'll
Okay, I'll wait.
let him have his 3 minutes.
What I was saying is that a lot of, especially I know a lot of seniors in this area don't, they may live alone, they may not be able to cook anymore. Their family may be out of town. A nice warm meal for Christmas for $22 a person. Sounds like a good charitable thing for the township to be doing.
Charitable?
Thank you very much.
$22.50 is
Bye.
charitable?
Thank you. Okay, ma'am, your name and just
Deborah Jensen, I
Thank
live
you.
Lake in the Hills. I have a problem with that, with the dinner, because the board isn't paying for it. Algonquin Township isn't paying for it. Taxpayers are paying for it, and we weren't asked. We weren't asked, and like it was mentioned before, it wasn't publicized. We weren't invited. All of us anyway weren't invited. And we weren't asked if that's something that we wanted to pay. This was not public knowledge. So $22 for 60 people, I see that as a problem. That's not part of township business. If they wanted to do something else, a potluck, everybody pitch in, or bring their own, or, find some other community way of arranging that, that shouldn't be a problem. But I don't think you can use tax dollars responsibly for a dinner for a select group of people like that.
thank
Thank you.
Okay. Any other speakers?
Ann Majewski. I would like to support what Ms. Johnson stated, that the selective use of taxpayer money is inappropriate. Where do we start and where do we stop then as to who should get what extra? They are getting a very nice place to hold their meetings. Even the yoga people get the benefit of a nice space. If someone individually wants to give the yoga instructor a gift, they can go right ahead. But that person also gets press gets name recognition by coming here to do that. So even something as simple as that, if Mr. Lutzow or Mr. Provenzano feels, gosh, thank you for doing that for our people and wants to give the $100, that's great. But that is not the purpose of the township, in my opinion. Lastly, we seem to have a lot of problem with these credit cards. I think that this board should look at getting rid of more of these credit cards. And the ease of using them and charging expenses, I would like to state that that's fine for Mr. Provenzano to have a computer. I don't have an Apple computer for $1,099. So we have an IT consultant. Can we not get a better deal than that? Do we need a top-of-the-line computer? Is this something that people get to take home? Is this going to be extra wear and tear on that? I think the board needs to have more questioning on these expenses and look at the use of credit cards. Because as we've known before, look at the abuse that happened in the credit cards here in the township previous to this administration. So I think we need to be more mindful of the taxpayers' dollars.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just wanted to thank you for posting the agenda online this month, and it would have been awesome if the budget amendments were online too, because we didn't really have time to look at them, and that's all. Thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Weren't they available for inspection for the past 30 days?
Yes, we had a notice, but it was on the front door that they were available for 30 days.
And by law, they're
We had
available
to.
for 30
We had
days,
to do
right?
that.
Okay.
Thank you, trustee. We have speakers. Dave Chapman has been talking about having somewhat of an informative talk about consolidation, elimination, expansion, who knows, on the township. He'd like to hold a forum, and he has a number of guests from all sides he'd like to invite to put something together. So I know we just wanted to touch on it and see if we can come to some tentative dates or at least try to work on getting something, and he asked us to be put on the agenda.
Right. So perhaps that'll be in April. I'm looking at the next meeting having our elected representatives, Steve Rake and David McSweeney, to come. They both sponsored legislation regarding consolidation of township and road district, and about a public survey to ensure that any decisions that are made by the referendum of residents, that there will be a cost savings that's shown. And I think that's a good first step for us to talk and inform our residents that have been asking us questions about that.
Anybody else?
I just have a question for Attorney Kelly. Does having legislators with a legislative agenda pose any kind of legal dilemma with a public meeting, having them speaking at a public meeting?
No more than a town hall.
I think that this is the talk, well, I think Trustee Lawrence pointed out, they're advocating for a specific position. Now, if it's open to any of the elected officials in the area, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I know that in the past variety of meetings, I've seen Mr. McSweeney. Prior to that, I've seen Mr. Tryon at board meetings, as well as county board meeting members actually come to this meeting and talk. So,
okay. Do I understand?
I think as long as it's an equal opportunity.
Okay, so it's do I understand correctly that as long as it's open to any?
Yeah, I think that's. But you're asking these members to be panel members, right?
No, this is something separate. This is to talk about their pending legislation that's going through the Illinois House right now.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any new business?
I do have one thing that I wanted to discuss, and that was some changes that were made within actually two things. The first thing was I noticed that there's the camera that we spent a lot of money on to live stream our public meetings here is conspicuously absent. And I wanted to ask our Clerk Lukasik, what's the situation with that? Is it broken? What is the reason for all of our publicly spent money to not be used to record the meeting?
There's too much difficulty with the audio, and we did not spend that much on the camera. Ryan, how much did we spend? Was it like $200?
Oh no, it was much more than that.
My camera?
The camera itself, or the camera, the cords, the computer that went with it, the setup, the labor from
That's my laptop for the office. I didn't buy a special computer.
So
I've had too much difficulty with the camera. I've had complaints that no one can hear. Until we can get a better system that's not so antiquated, I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it. So I'm looking into other options.
So what then will happen with the hundreds of dollars in between labor and accessories and the computer?
There wasn't labor, I did all by myself.
And the camera itself, what will happen then to the money that we spent and the materials, the equipment that we've purchased?
We still have the camera.
So that
We're
will
looking
be
into other options to see what we can come up with. Right now, I'm not filming it. If someone else would like to take it over and try, that's up to Ryan and Chuck.
So will we then, at some point, will it be the goal to reinstate?
I have no idea what will happen. Sorry, I can't answer that. I just don't have.
I'm just trying to
I don't have
finish the
capability.
sentence, that's all.
Okay,
So,
I think we've done a question and answer on that one.
I wasn't able to finish a sentence, so no, I didn't.
the camera is not up and running right now,
I realize
and we're
that.
done. So,
Okay. The second question I had was with regard to a somewhat large change that's been made in the road district. And the only reason I bring it up, even though this board does not represent the road district and has nothing to do with the road district, I've received calls from road district employees about some major changes that had been going on in the road district and how they are very, very concerned and upset about it. And I wanted to give Commissioner Gasser a chance to explain what is going on and why the employees might be upset about it.
I don't know why the employees are upset about it. I needed a deputy, and I found one, and Ryan is already at the township. He already has a great understanding of how the township works, and he is not a full-time employee by any means. It's when we have to take him for an inordinate amount of time, we take him off of the township supervisor's payroll, and we put him on the Algonquin Township's payroll, our highway department's payroll. And that's all I really have to say about it. I have the right to have a deputy, and I picked one.
You are correct. That is, like I said, this board does not have any control whether we approve or not. It is irrelevant because this board cannot have any statutory authority over the hiring or firing or salary or pay or of any road district employee, period. But can you confirm that Ryan is the Deputy Highway Commissioner making 33 something?
Absolutely, yep.
33.65?
33.47, and he's worth every friggin' penny.
Okay,
And
thank you.
I am tired of certain people coming around here and questioning everything I've done. So what we've done, we've cut taxes by 5%, and I am going to go on a little bit of a rant here. We've cut taxes by 5%. Because of Ryan, we were able to identify $44,000 of additional savings. I'm totally fine with this. I realize that some people are going to try to take this political football and run with it. I'm not. I'm quite happy that Ryan worked 13 hours and we paid him $247 last month. That's a good deal for the taxpayer, and it's a good deal for Algonquin Township. His breadth of knowledge is excellent, and I'm quite comfortable with him being my deputy.
And just to clarify, he's not being paid, just for the public's solace,
yep,
he's
yep.
not being paid double?
No, there's no health care that he's being paid. He's not getting the pension from the highway department. He's not getting any overtime or any extra pay or anything like that. It's just a flat hourly rate, which is commensurate with what the township is.
And it will not overlap with his supervisory
Never.
pay?
That's all, and we have it all documented.
Got it. Thank you.
Anybody else?
That's it.
Jim, what's the policy of talking about personnel matters at an open meeting?
Well, generally, they're not talked about, especially if they deal with discipline, okay? I guess you can talk about individuals, positions, things like that, but I usually recommend against talking about individual employees. It's not a prohibition, but you definitely should never talk about any type of disciplinary action, hiring, firing, until you, about a specific individual matter, generally, in an open meeting, because I think it would open up the township litigation. That's my...
Anybody else? Okay, we do need to adjourn to executive session. It's going to be very, very quick, and I will say that we will not be taking any action that I can see of after the meeting, just so I think everyone knows it. Just and it's regarding the
the review of executive session
minutes.
I make a motion, we adjourn to executive session for the purpose of reviewing the executive session minutes.
Rachael, second.
Oh, second? Okay.
Second.
We need a roll call.
You don't need one, but.
Yeah.
You gotta take a vote anyway.
Can I say, what's up?
No, let's go.
Chapman,
Yeah.
Shea,
Yes.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Lutzow.
Yeah, I'm gonna check if it's, that room over
We
there
just
is
need to go,
open.
yeah.
We probably can just walk right over there.
Yeah, it'll be
We don't
quick,
need to- we didn't need to
yeah.
go upstairs.